Namaste. So, all this while, I've been talking about that we all are creative. Then people are asking me the question that you keep saying that we all are creative. Then why don't we see our creative abilities in whatever we are doing? So it is true. What they are saying is also true that when I am saying that we all have creative potential, but then somehow because we are not using it right from our childhood. If you remember, all of us were really very creative as a child, but as we grew up and with the kind of education or whatever the patterns, the society norms that we kept on following, we somehow lost that ability to explore new things or to try new things every now and then. And then slowly it just got settled down and suppressed. And now we see that even if we try hard to think of many options for whatever we are doing, we are struggling with it and we are not able to do that. So same thing happens with, like, the kind of fitness that we have. So the muscles, the body that we have been given as we are born, it's up to us after that as we grow up how consistently we are doing exercise and how we are using each of our muscles. The more actively we are using whatever muscle, the more effectively we are able to grow it strong and build it strong. So the people whoever are pursuing any kind of sports, so they need to do their regular routine for maintaining their fitness, and that is how we see their body to be very strong. But those who are not following any kind of sport or neither any kind of regular routine for their own fitness, we find that they really struggle for the body. Every now and then we see that there are so many of us that we keep feeling that pain some part, like if for some it's like we feel very tired when we are walking or when we are standing for a long time, or with the kind of usage that we need to use, that work from home thing, the hands, feel the pain in the various joints of our hands. So it is something that I keep hearing a lot from many of my friends and many of people whom I know. So the point I'm trying to say here is, because we are not using or training that particular muscle of any body part, we tend to lose strength of it. Similar thing is happening with our creativity. Just think about the kind of education that we all went through. Mostly it's like that there would be a question and a way to answer that particular question. And if we try and use a different way to answer that question for any kind of subject, like even for that matter in maths, that we all know that there could be many different ways to arrive to the final solution for one particular problem, a math problem. But then if the student tries to come up with a different method than what is being suggested in the school methods, whatever they are following, that there are more chances that teacher will tell the child that you know what, yes, what you are saying is, or the method that you have used is correct, but to get to score the numbers in your exam, you will have to follow the method that has been described in the book. So this kind of things, when we tell to our child and our young children, they somehow try to mold themselves in whatever has been taught to you, and that is how you will get marks. Most of the parents are also concerned about the good grades of the child, and that's how the child keeps knows that now this is how I have to study, this has been taught this way, and then I don't have to look for any other methods of doing the same thing. And so much of time the children are spending in school and or in this type of learning. So in spite of this, you might have observed that people who take some kind of art, who are following some kind of art, be it painting, drawing, dancing, music of any sort, they tend to they get that opportunity to learn. But in some cases, I really feel sad that there are many these kind of drawing classes per se, wherein they just teach you to draw in one particular way, follow in that particular way. What is happening in these kind of classes is that you tend to see the children tend to follow whatever has been told to them, and there's where it's good to develop a skill. Definitely, yes, you need practice, you need to be you need to see and follow whatever technique that uh, uh, others are trying to use in their own thing. So that's how you learn new skills, and you develop the skills through practice and by following that something has been told to you. But then when it comes to express their own thoughts through that medium, they're unable to do that, even if they are so called learning that, or going to that kind of drawing classes. So that is not then aiding their creative expressiveness, what they could otherwise do. So as against, if a child is exploring on his or her own, his or her own creative way of expressing whatever thoughts through by trying various things, they are able to think more creatively. So people, those who are into some form of this kind of art activities, they tend to blossom their creative thinking and being able to apply it in whatever different ways or things that they are doing in their life. So the whole point that I am trying to see here is just that to your children, if you have them around you, please ask them or please encourage them to look for more ways of doing things. If they generally do that, your job is only not to restrict them and encourage them to have various experiences, so that they can have and try more things in their early age, and that's how their creative abilities will blossom and not get suppressed because of the kind of pattern that they go through. I hope that you really liked the message that I am trying to put here. If you have, please like, share, and subscribe, because one thought can transform many lives. I'll see you next time. Thank you.